All right, here we are. We've got another sales role play. Now, I don't know which number it is. Let's double check. I think it's, so this is gonna be the 7th one I've ever done in my entire life. As far as the blade system goes, today would be day 4. So that's what we're doing, so blade. Just making sure that I have this correct here. Blade system. Day 2 of Blade 1 was 2 days ago. Yeah. Okay, so today is day 4 of my first cycle of the blade. I don't even know what to call this shit, man. Today was day 4 of Blade 1. One blade? Blade 1, whatever, man. All right, well, let's get into it. So I'm going to pull up GPT here. And I'm going to have the script today, but before I do that, we got to reflect on the past 4 days. So I'm going to get my paper here. Okay. Pain point. I'm just making notes so I can refer back to them. 4, 5. Okay, hold on. All right. So it seems like a recurring theme here is I need to dig deeper. I needed to figure out their routine and what they're doing. Get more clear on what they're trying to achieve. So ask expansive questions. That's the goal. So if you want to count yesterday as a no, I didn't sell the guy. Right now I'm 50-50. So I had 4 phone calls, so sold GPT twice. And I don't really count this for shit. It's just more fun to pretend like I'm making sales here. Because if I was, I'd be up $500. So that's pretty cool. Or I'd be up $1,500 if those are paid in full. So that's cool. So let's see. Let's start this. Okay, I'm going to start it. Here we go. Hey, can we roll with the role play again from yesterday, but can you be a completely different type of person, but still be attracted to the program and all that shit?
Sure, I can definitely switch it up. How about I play the role of someone who's really busy and needs a program that fits into a hectic schedule? Let's see how you'd handle that. Ready when you are.
Don't tell me what you're going to be. Just be completely random and leave it up to me to figure all this out.
Got it. Let's jump in. Hey, I'm Tyler. I saw your program on social media, and I think it could help me get in shape, but I'm not sure how it fits with my lifestyle.
Can you be Richard and I'm going to be Bryson?
All right, Bryson. What about my program caught your attention?
I'm the coach.
Got it, Carl. Let's start again. Hey, Bryson. I'm Tyler. I came across your program, and I'm interested in getting in shape.
Hold on. Pause for a sec. Guys, did you fucking hear that? I know he's going to respond to this, but he said, sorry about that, Carl. All right, Bryson.
Sorry about that. Let's keep going from where we left off. Ready when you are.
Oh, man. Hey, first off, Richard, I just want to say thanks for taking your time out of your day today to hop on this call. It just shows that you're serious about making a change and they're willing to take the first steps in accomplishing your goals. And it's one of the hardest steps for most people to take. So in return, my goal for today is to make this call worth your time and make sure we come up with some solutions to help you accomplish your goals. Does that sound good, man?
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what we can come up with to help me reach my goals. Let's dive in.
Awesome. So here's what we're going to focus on during the call today, just so you know what to expect. So we're going to talk about the main struggles that you're facing, and then we're going to go over your main fitness goals and why those are important to you. And then I'm going to share some strategies that some of my top clients and I are using to consistently make progress in the direction of our goals. Does that sound good?
Sounds great. I'm ready to tackle those struggles and reach my fitness goals.
Awesome, man. And at the end of the call, I'm going to let you know whether or not that I can help you out. And if I think I can, then I'll extend the invite to you to join the program. And when I do, I either want a hell yes or a hell no. I don't want anything in the middle. Does that sound good?
That works for me. Let's find out if this is the right fit.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First question I want to ask. Oh, sorry about that. I was talking to my mom right there. All right, man. Well, first I want to get a good idea of your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. So what is your number one goal that you are looking to achieve in the next 6 months or so?
My number one goal is to build muscle and gain strength while staying lean. I'd like to see noticeable progress in 6 months.
And when you say build muscle and gain strength, what are we looking at here?
I'm aiming to add about 10 pounds of muscle and significantly improve my overall strength.
And how significantly improve your strength in one lift, in all lifts, just overall? What do you mean?
Overall strength, with a focus on major lifts like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. I'd like to see progress in all of those areas.
And then do you have specific number goals with the squat, bench, deadlift, all those? Like you want 3 plates on bench or something like that?
Exactly. I'd love to hit 3 plates on the bench and get my squat and deadlift numbers up as well. Benching 315 pounds would be a great milestone.
What do you think about 16 plates on deadlift?
16 plates on a deadlift would be quite the feat. Realistically, though, I'm aiming to improve steadily and see consistent progress with each of those lifts.
Awesome, man. That's crazy that you laughed. I didn't know ChatGPT could laugh. That's nuts. Well, anyway, Richard, I love it, man. Awesome. What are you doing right now that's getting you closer to these goals?
I'm currently following a basic weightlifting routine and trying to eat a balanced diet, but I'm not seeing the progress I want. That's why I'm interested in your program.
And what's your current routine look like?
I'm lifting weights about 4 times a week, focusing on compound movements like squats, bench presses, and deadlifts. I'm also doing some cardio and trying to maintain a high-protein diet.
How much cardio are you doing?
I'm doing a mix of running and cycling for about 20 to 30 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. It's mostly to keep my endurance up and stay active on non-lifting days.
So do you have any rest days then?
Yeah, I usually rest 2 to 3 days a week to let my body recover. Rest is important to me, especially to avoid burnout.
So you rest 2 to 3 days a week, but you're hitting the gym 4 days a week. So I just want to make sure I understand. When are you having your rest days?
I usually take rest days in between my gym sessions, so it ends up being something like working out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and resting on the other days. This way, I have a good balance of activity and recovery.
Sorry, I misunderstood you. So you do cardio on some of those rest days. So a full, complete rest day, you only have about one of those per week.
Yeah, that's right. I typically have 1 full rest day where I'm not doing any exercise at all, just focusing on recovery. The other rest days might include some light cardio.
Got it, man. And why is all this important to you right now?
It's important because I want to feel stronger and more confident in my body. I've always felt like I've got more potential, and I'm ready to unlock it.
I love that answer, man. That's awesome. And as far as your nutrition goes, what's a typical day of eating? What does that look like for you?
A typical day for me starts with a protein-rich breakfast, like eggs and oatmeal. Lunch is usually some kind of lean protein with vegetables and rice. Dinner is similar with some variation. And I'll have protein shakes or snacks in between to keep my energy up.
Okay, and then are you tracking what you eat? Do you know exactly how much you're having every single day?
I try to keep track, but I'm not always consistent. I have a general idea of my daily calorie and protein intake, but I could definitely be more precise.
And how long have you been struggling with this? How long have you been struggling to build the muscle and stuff?
I've been working on it for about a year now. I've made some progress, but not as much as I'd like. That's why I'm looking for a more structured program that can really push me to the next level.
Got it, man. Okay. And then do you drink alcohol at all?
I do occasionally, but I try to keep it to a minimum. I know it can affect my progress, so I'm mindful about how much I drink.
How much do you drink?
Maybe once or twice a month, and I usually stick to just a couple of drinks each time. Nothing too excessive.
Awesome, man. That's honestly a great balance right there, because alcohol does play an important role in
Absolutely.
making sure.
Balance
go
is
ahead.
key.
You go right ahead, man. What'd you say?
I was just saying that with the right guidance and structure, I'm confident I can find that balance and make real progress.
Real progress. You sound like my coworker, Kim. All right, awesome. Do you smoke any cigarettes?
Nope, I don't smoke at all. It's never been my thing.
Do you do any vaping or anything like that?
Nope, I don't vape either. I try to keep my habits as healthy as possible.
What do you think about vaping?
It's not for me. I think it's important to keep my lungs healthy, especially when I'm focusing on fitness and overall wellness.
I love that answer. That's awesome, dude. All right, well, earlier you said that getting about 10 pounds of muscle and increasing your lifts, all the strength on overall lifts and the bench and deadlift and squat, you said that's your number one goal. Why is that your number one goal? Why isn't getting six-pack abs or becoming Mr. Olympia?
Building muscle and increasing strength is my top priority because I want to feel strong and capable. It's not just about appearance. It's about having the strength and energy to do the things I love and feel confident in my own skin.
Do you not feel confident in your own skin now?
I do feel confident, but there's always room for growth and improvement. I believe in constantly pushing myself to become the best version of myself, both physically and mentally.
You're in the right spot for that, dude. Holy shit, that's awesome. So how would you rank your physical and mental health on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say my physical health is around a 7, and my mental health is an 8. I'm always striving to improve both, and I think they're closely connected.
You said your mental health is an 8?
Yeah, I'd say my mental health is pretty good overall. I focus a lot on staying positive and managing stress effectively.
What do you think it would take to get you to a 10?
To get to a 10, I need to keep building healthy habits, stay consistent with my fitness routine, and continue working on mental resilience. It's all about continual growth and not settling for good enough.
Dude, you're in the right spot. That's awesome. Very proud of you for having the self-awareness for all that stuff. And I want to ask you this. So it's a random Saturday. You're coming to me. We had this call today. Why today? Why not tomorrow? Why not a year from now? Why is today the time to make this happen?
Today felt like the right time because I'm ready to commit and take action. I don't want to keep putting it off and waiting for the perfect moment. I'm motivated now and want to start making progress right away.
Give me 1 sec. I'm currently writing some notes. I want to make sure that I'm hearing everything that you're saying and I don't have anything mixed up.
No worries. I appreciate you taking the time to understand everything. Let me know if you need me to clarify anything.
No, you're good, man. I just was writing a couple notes. So let's say that you achieve all your fitness goals. What does that look like for you? Give me a glimpse in the day-to-day. How does that look like for you, having the goals achieved with the muscle and the strength?
Achieving my fitness goals means waking up feeling energized and strong, having the confidence to tackle any physical challenge, and knowing that I'm taking care of my body. It also means feeling good mentally, knowing I've put in the hard work to be the best version of myself.
All right, man. Thank you for telling me that. That's awesome. And how do you think that would make you feel if you were able to wake up and have all these things be true for you?
I think it would make me feel incredibly accomplished and proud. It would be a great boost to my self-esteem and motivation, knowing that I set a goal and achieved it. Plus, it would inspire me to keep setting and reaching new goals.
Do you currently not feel accomplished and proud of yourself?
I do feel accomplished and proud of what I've done so far, but I believe there's always room to push myself further and achieve even more. Setting new goals keeps me motivated and always striving to improve.
That's awesome, man. I absolutely love that. I can see that for you too. I mean, you're already taking action by being on this call. You're already taking steps in the right direction. So that's awesome, man. So now that I have a little bit of an idea of what you're looking for, why do you think you haven't been able to accomplish these goals on your own?
I think the main reason is a lack of a structured plan and guidance. I've been consistent, but I haven't had that expert knowledge or personalized support to really optimize my efforts and make sure I'm on the right track.
Got it. So is it more of an accountability thing?
Yeah, accountability plays a big role. Having someone to guide me and hold me accountable would definitely help keep me on track and make sure I'm making the right choices consistently.
Excuse me, I just yawned. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you telling me that. So let me do this. Let's play devil's advocate and pretend that you give me a hell no at the end of this call and you don't take any action. And in a year from now, you're still in the same exact spot. You don't make any progress. You're not any stronger. You don't have any more muscle. How would that make you feel inside?
That would feel pretty disappointing and frustrating. I know I'd be looking back and wishing I had taken the opportunity to make a change. It's a reminder that I need to act now and not put my goals on hold.
Awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. We can't be affording to put our goals on hold. We're not even guaranteed tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, got it. So is it safe to say that this is a need right now, not a want?
Yes, it's definitely a need. I want to prioritize my health and fitness, and I know that taking action now is the best way to ensure I'm living my best life.
And you said you want to take action now because in the past, you in hindsight, you realize you wasted some time. Is that right?
Yeah. Looking back, I realize I could have been more proactive. I don't want to make that mistake again and miss out on the chance to achieve my full potential.
Yeah, I get that, man. Based on what you've told me, I think there's 3 things that we could swap real easily. So making sure that we're hitting the gym enough times and also making sure that we're scheduling our cardio, because you mentioned that you do cardio a couple days a week for 20 to 30 minutes. There's nothing wrong with cardio, but it does burn extra calories. And if our goal is to build muscle and get stronger, cardio sometimes can mess with that. And I want to make sure that we're eating enough food, because you said you're having protein-rich meals and stuff like that, which is fucking awesome. But if we don't know how much we're consuming, it's kind of shooting an arrow in the dark. So we just got to be mindful of the amounts so that we know we're in the right direction. So I think these 3 things here might be holding me back the most. So does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I can see how focusing on those 3 areas would really help me optimize my efforts and make sure I'm on the right track.
Yeah, man. What do you think you need the most help with then?
I think I need the most help with structuring my workouts and nutrition plan. Having a clear plan for what to do in the gym and how to fuel my body properly would make a big difference.
So just having that plan laid out in front of you, you think that'd be the best?
Yeah, definitely. Having a clear, structured plan would help me stay focused and motivated, knowing exactly what I need to do to reach my goals.
Got it, man. So that makes sense. I get it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to accomplishing these goals and taking action today?
I'm at a 10. I'm fully committed to taking action and making these goals a reality.
Also, I want to remind you that you need to give me 3 objections after I present the price later in this phone call. All right, ChatGPT?
Got it. When we get to that point, I'll be sure to raise 3 objections to help you navigate and address them effectively.
Awesome, man. So that's perfect. I'm glad that you said that you are a 10. I'm super happy to hear that. That's the highest number, obviously, and that means you're ready to go. Well, Richard, at the start of the call, I mentioned that I would let you know if I could help you or not. The good news is you are definitely someone that I can get results for. And since I know this now, do you want to hear a little bit more about what the program has and how I can help?
Absolutely. I'd love to hear more about what the program offers and how it can help me achieve my goals.
All right, for the sake of this role play, let's pretend that I explain the entire program in detail to you. We're going to fast forward because it takes about 5 minutes to do that. So pretend that I just explained the entire program to you. Does that make sense?
Got it. So assuming you've explained everything, I'll proceed with my first objection.
Not yet. So, all right, man. So out of all the parts of the program that I just mentioned, the training, the nutrition, and the accountability, which part of the program do you feel like you need the most right now?
I think I need the most help with the nutrition part. Making sure I'm fueling my body correctly is crucial for my progress.
You are absolutely right. Nutrition is key. There's that saying that abs are made in the kitchen, so got to make sure our nutrition's on point. And why do you think nutrition would be the most benefit to you right now? Not training or not accountability. Why is it nutrition?
Nutrition is the foundation of everything. If I'm not fueling my body properly, I won't see the results I want, no matter how hard I'm training. Getting my nutrition right will set me up for success.
It absolutely will, man. I'm glad that you can see that for yourself. All right, so here's the deal. In-person training would cost about $2,000 for 16 weeks. I was actually just talking to one of my clients. He had in-person training, and he told me it was $32 for a half-hour session. So if you're doing that 5 days a week, you're already looking at about $160 per week for just 2.5 hours worth of training. So paints a picture there of how expensive in-person training is. It's ridiculous. But with my coaching, you're going to get unlimited training, nutrition, and accountability 24/7, and that never ends as long as you're in the program. So you're going to get a lot more attention, help, and personalization anytime you need it. So as far as the program options for enrolling today, there are two options. The first option is $750 for 16 weeks. You pay that upfront today, and then you're done. Or if you want to pay a little bit less, I have a month-to-month option. It is $250 per month, and it is for 4 months. Which of these two options
$750 upfront or $250?
Which of these two options sounds best for you?
I appreciate the options. The upfront payment definitely seems more cost effective, but I have to think about it. Do you have any flexibility on the pricing?
Yeah, I mean, we do have that month-to-month option. So since $750 is a little bit steeper, we do provide the month-to-month. It's a little bit easier on cash flow. Is that the one you wanted to roll with then?
The month-to-month option does sound more manageable. I'd still like to be sure I'm fully committed before making a decision. Can I take some time to think it over?
Yeah, how much time do you think you need?
I'd like to sleep on it, maybe a day or two, to make sure I'm making the best decision for my goals and budget.
Okay, hey, no problem, man. So what time tomorrow can I give you a call?
Tomorrow around 3 p.m. works for me. Does that fit your schedule?
Yeah, it fits mine perfectly. I think that'd be great. And just so I can send over some extra resources to help you make that decision, what exactly did you need to think about?
I just want to make sure I have everything budgeted properly and that I'm fully prepared to commit to the program. Having a clear idea of what to expect will help me feel confident in my decision.
I get that, man. Can I share a quick story about a former client of mine that said the same exact thing before he signed up?
Sure, I'd love to hear the story.
So my old client, Bobby, we had a similar conversation here, and we found that what was holding him back was actually just that first initial step, which was committing and investing in himself. That was holding him back in all areas of life. It wasn't just fitness. And as soon as we unlocked that for him, he was able to take control of his health, not only physically, but mentally as well. And he saw improvements all over, such as his family life, his work life, and everything like that. So we found that it was just that first initial jump that was holding him back. So let me ask you, if I could guarantee you that my program would finally get you the body and the mentality that you want without any more quick fixes, wouldn't it be worth it to you?
That definitely sounds worth it. Making that initial investment in myself could be the key to unlocking a lot of positive changes. I just want to be sure that I'm truly ready to commit and make the most of it.
Didn't you say at the beginning of this call that you were a 10 out of 10 committed and you're ready to go, and that now is the time because you don't want to be in the future in the same exact spot as you are now?
You're right. I did say that. And I am committed to making a change. Maybe I just need to take that leap and trust the process. Let's go with the month-to-month option.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and I'll get you the link sent over, and it'll be the investment link. So once you take care of that, I'm going to walk you through the next steps. Pretend that I just sent it over and that you got it.
Got it. I'll check it out and complete the payment process. Excited to get started on this journey.
Awesome, man. So now that you've got that and we're all good to go, I have this. Sorry, we're cutting out here. I've got this form that I'm going to send to you as well, and I need you to get this filled out and back to me within the next 24 hours. Is that all right?
Sure thing. I'll get the form filled out and sent back to you within 24 hours.
Awesome, man. And you took care of that investment link, right?
Yes, I've completed the payment. All set there.
Oh, it looks like you gave me an extra $5 million.
Well, that would be quite the investment. Just kidding. But I'm glad we got everything sorted.
Awesome, man. And to finalize everything, I like to give every single one of my clients a killer knock-knock joke. Every single person who I've told this to laughs their ass off for at least 10 seconds. Want to hear it?
Sure, let's hear it. I'm always up for a good laugh.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because? What do you think?
Good one. Classic joke, but it always gets a smile.
Why didn't you laugh as hard as my other clients did?
I did enjoy it. Sometimes I just laugh more on the inside.
Can you laugh really hard for me?
Well, I'm definitely laughing now. Thanks for the joke. It was a good one.
Laugh so hard that you can't breathe, please.
I'm definitely amused. Thanks for the laugh.
Hey, you bet, bro. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, that's it. It's going to sound so dumb, man. But when he said, you know what? You're right. I better take a leap. Let's do the month to month. In my chest, I was like, I'm the fucking man. I sell fuckers up, dude. Sell fuckers up? Sign fuckers up. That's what I meant to say. So that's cool. This is fun, man. I like that. I mean, the objection handling, I got to work on this so much. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I'm ready for this. I got what it takes. I'm not thinking that at all. I do think I'm improving a little bit here, a little bit there. And the fact that I overcame those objections, as shitty as those were, makes me feel good inside. And it's kind of building that confidence up. So let's go ahead and figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, and write about it. So just getting the thing ready here. Okay, so 2 things that we need to be better at. I need to work on objection handling. Work on objection handling. Why is it caps, dude? Work on objection handling. Which I think I'm going to redo those today when I do the edits here at the end. So I need to work on objection handling for sure. Oops. And I also need to... What else do I need to do? I need to make note-taking sheet for excellent notes. That would be a huge help. I've just been writing shit on a piece of paper, a blank paper, trying to write categories so I can refer back to each thing. But I need to do that. So, matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do today. After I get off this, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. And then the one thing that I did right, you guys hear those dogs? Good Lord. Okay, the one thing that I did good. What did I do good? I feel like I did a lot better. At asking expansive questions. He said he wanted to gain muscle and strength. I said, how much muscle? He said 10 pounds. I said, how much strength? He said, overall. I said, you got a number in mind? He said, yeah, 3-pound bench. I said, sick. I made the joke, you don't want a 16-pound deadlift. And then he said, yeah, that'd be quite the feat. So that's cool. Did a lot better with asking questions. All right. Is there anything else I did well that I want to recognize for myself? Let's write sold on here. What else did I do good that I feel like Well, we'll just leave it at that. Must tweak the phone script slightly for improvement of personal flow for myself. Still is one word or phrase. Okay. Well, what I'm going to tweak this time is what the fuck is this? There it is. I'm going to tweak the objections a little bit. So we're just going to do this. I need to think about it. And there's one by Jeremy Minor. he's got a good handle for that, so I'm going to use that. So Jeremy Minor, I need to think about it. I don't want to watch a 4-minute video, but we'll do it.
Why are you chasing them down? How many sales do you lose every month when your prospect says, I just need some time to think it over? Some type of rebuttal like, well, what do you need to think about? Or you said you like the car, what do you need to think about? What does the average prospect do? They get defensive, and then they typically throw out more objections. Am I right? I think you know I'm right on that one. Now, is the I want to think it over, is that a real objection? Does the prospect sit there after you leave and write out everything and the pros and cons and what they like and what they don't like, and then 3 weeks later they make a decision? No. I want to think it over is just them. It's a defensive mechanism in their mind where they don't want to tell you what the real objection is. Are you with me? So this is not the objection. It's what they want to think about. That's the real objection. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to help them tell you what the real objection is. And then you know it. And then you can address it and help them overcome it. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to agree with them. I'm going to break this down step by step so you can conceptualize it and then use it for what you sell. You say, Jeremy, I just really need some time to think about it. Yeah, John, look, that's not a problem. Now, what's your time frame on getting back to me in the next day or so just to see if I'll be available for you? Now, why would I not try to address this and ask him what he or she wants to think about right here? You know why? Because my first job is what? To get them to let their guard down. Because if I can't get them to let their guard down, they're not going to tell me what the real concern actually is. So the first thing you're going to agree, yeah, that's not a problem, Sally. What's your time frame on getting back to me in the next, day or two just to see if I'd be available for you? Okay, now, what do I do there? Why did I say just to see if I'd be available for you? And why did I say what's your time frame in the next day or so to get back to me? What this does is it raises your status in their mind when you say just to see if I'd be available for you. Are experts available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? No. That's why they're an expert, because everybody wants to do business with them. Everybody wants to buy from them. So if you're like, I can call you tomorrow at 5, or I can call you at this time, you're just lowering your status because they view you just like a regular salesperson who nobody likes, all right? So you want to raise your status by that. Now, a lot of times, let's say in this example, they say, I can probably call you later this week, and they just don't give you a specific time. Now, if they say, I can talk tomorrow at 2, that's fine, and then I'll show you what to ask next to find out what the objection is, and you're there and you can actually close them, okay? Cool. Let's say this prospect says, I don't know, I'm pretty busy, but I can probably call you back later in the week. And let's say it's a Monday and they're saying this to you. Now, you cannot have a prospect where you're just waiting on them calling you back, because if you do that, what's going to happen? Well, because you're experiencing it right now, 99% never call you back. So there's no waffling. You have to get a specific time frame, okay? You might want to pay attention to what I'm going to show you here next. Then you're going to say this. I'm not sure I have to call you later this week. Well, I'm not sure if I'd be randomly available like that with my schedule. What I can do, though, if it helps you, is if you have your calendar handy, I can pull up mine and have you book a specific time with me. That way you don't have to chase me down and vice versa. Problems here. Difference there? Why you B2B or B2C, or even if you sell door to door, they think you're about to leave. So where's their guard? Lowered. Right? They don't feel any sales pressure, like they feel like you're going to leave. And here is where the magic begins.
Look at your bank account. Now look at mine.
What's up, Mosey?
Now look at your bank account. Now back to mine. Sadly, it doesn't look like mine, but it...
Are you ready? All right, now here's what you're going to do. Now, John, before I go, I guess what were you wanting to go over in your mind? That way I know what questions you'll have when we talk tomorrow. Did you see what I just did? Instead of saying, before I go, what do you need to think about? You said you liked the car, you said you wanted the insurance policy, or you said you needed have a better fraud stack if you sold cybersecurity, or whatever it is, okay? Now, before I go, what were you wanting to go over in your mind? And you do this, what were you wanting to go over in your mind, just so I know what questions you'll have when we talk tomorrow? Now, this is really key. You have to verbal pace this out. Do you know what I mean by verbal pacing?
No.
What would I do? How does it sound if I do this? Now, before I go, what were you wanting to go over in your mind just so I know what questions you'll have when we talk tomorrow? Oh, I don't know. I just need some time to think about it. Watch what I do now. Now, Sally, before I go, I guess what were you wanting to go over in your mind so I know what questions you'll have when we talk on Tuesday? Did you see my facial expression shifted into a what? Did you hear how
Curious.
my tone was more of a curious tone?
Man.
See, your tone is how your prospect interprets why you're asking the question. Now, a curious tone causes them to actually open up and tell me what they wanted to go over in their mind, not think it over. Remember, they think I'm still going. You know what most of them are going to do? Well, it's just, I really need to think about it. It's a big decision, and I'm just not sure if we have the money or budget for it. Oh, what did we just find out? That it's a money objection. And now you're still there on Zoom or on the phone or in person, and now you can help them overcome the money objection. Or, it's just a big decision, and I just feel like I really...
Yeah, so that was a lot. Didn't mean to make you listen to that whole thing. Jeremy Miner is a good salesman, and I like learning from this guy, so we're going to go back into the script here. Oh, not a problem, man. What's the time frame on getting back to me the next day or so, just to see if I'd be available? They say something. I'm gonna say awesome. Sounds sweet. Sounds great. And before I go, what question, is that what he said? What questions? What? He said what were you wanting to go over in your mind, just so I know what questions you'll have. Let's go back. Before I go, what did you need to go over? What did you need to think over? The fuck? What did you need to think over so I know what questions you'll have when we talk? And then they say something. Hold on. They say something. Handle objection. Handle true objection. So if they say I need to think about it again, what do I do? Plan B.
But right now we're on plan B, okay? Now, here's what I'm gonna say. Well, I'm not sure if I'd be, or the prospect that you're about to get off the phone and say, what were you wanting to go over in your mind? See, you want to start learning these type of skills? Because I'm about to release some dandies.
Okay, we'll figure this out on our own here. So let's go back in here. Oh, not a problem, man. What's your time frame? Oh, not a problem, dude. I totally get it. Oh, not a problem, man. I totally get it. What would you say? What would you say? What would you say your time frame is on getting back to me in the next day or so, just to see if I'd be available? Just to see if I'd be available. Oh, yeah, Monday. Sweet, sounds great. I'll get you, at 3 o'clock? Oh, yeah, cool. Sweet, sounds great. Sweet, sounds good. And sweet, man. And before I go, what did you need to think over? Just so I know, what did you need to think over in your mind? So, and before I go, what did you need to think over in your mind? Just so I know what kind of questions you might have when we talk next. Questions you might have when we talk next. Oh, I just need to think about if I can afford it. Gotcha, man. Got you, man. Oh, dude, I get it. Oh, dude, I get it, bro. Just playing. All right, I think that's good. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put this here. I'm rearranging the script. I'm trying to keep it all the same. I don't want to completely edit the thing and get confused on what was mine and what was my coach's. So let's go ahead and do mine. Highlight that shit in green. All right, well, put that in there. Let's go up and do a little bit more. Refine this a little bit. So make this a little bit bigger. All right, man. Well, first I want to get a good idea of what you make, what you next. So, man. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, okay. So we got to transition into nutrition. All right. All right, man. So we're going to transition into, I'm going to make a big bold thing here, transition into nutrition and diet. So let's make this smaller. 2, 3, 4. Why is it fucking bold, bro? All right, man. I appreciate. All right, man. Thank you for sharing these details with me. Now, as far as the nutrition side of things go, tell me a bit about that. Let's go ahead and add an arrow. Why is the font different, dude? All right, man. Thank you for sharing these details with me. And now thanks for sharing. All right, man. Thanks for sharing those details with me. Now, as far as the nutrition side of things go, tell me a little bit about that. Walk me through a typical day of eating. Walk me through a typical day of eating. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything. They say something, I take notes. Ask expansive questions. Let's see. Oops. Make normal text. Oh, fuck. Ask expansive questions. Why did I not paste that? What's going on? Ask expansive questions. Boom, done. Track. Cals. Protein total. Fast food. Takeout. Make sure it's food takeout. What else is there? That's expensive questions. All right, great. Now, do you drink any alcohol? Do you smoke any cigarettes? Okay, that's it. That's all for today. That's all I'm gonna do. Cool. Well, I feel like today's role play was fine. I felt a lot better, so that's cool. Yeah, that's it. Cool, guys. Well, in the moment, if you're a listener in 2024, shit, even 2025 or 26, I don't know. Can't speak that far ahead, but yeah, I mean, it's November. We have 31 days left of 2024. So yeah, the beginning of 2025 or 2024, if you're listening to this, I can't imagine this is entertaining whatsoever. I can't imagine you're learning much. But for somebody in 20 years listening, this is probably some fucking cool shit, man, because if I could go back and listen to Andy Frisella or even Jeremy Minor, dude, if I could go back and listen to him when he first started learning, even Andy Elliott, people like those guys, listen to how they first started learning sales and scripts and the tone and the inflection in their voice. That would be awesome, dude. Because those guys are pros. They make a living doing this stuff. What I'm doing right now, the whole sales shit, they're a pro. They know every line, every script, every rebuttal, every objection thing that they can have, everything. So I would love to go back and be able to listen to them. So I'm not saying I'm going to become some kind of pro master salesman, but I will be doing something that requires sales because that's where the money's at. That's where the impact and the changing lives and shit's at. So we'll come back and listen to this. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the show. We'll talk to you later. Peace out.